You don't worry about
you don't have to worry about even being good.
No, you just talk shit.
You just talk shit, basically. Yeah.
You hope the people like it. You hope the people love it.
They will love it. What's not to like? It's us. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Empty Promise podcast. My name is Chris, and today you are joining me on what is episode 130 of the podcast. Just like that. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Oh, I'm joined by my best friend in the whole wide world, Mr. James D. Downey.
Hello.
Hello, yeah.
It's me.
It's crazy, because we're doing this episode back to back from 129.
Yeah. We just finished 129.
Going to do 130, and then as soon as we finish this, we're going to go straight into 131
Yeah.
through 5.
Oh, Jesus, it's going to be a busy day.
That's how you wrap up episodes. That's how Joe Rogan does it.
He does them all in a big bunch?
No, he does he'll say he has guests coming down. He'll do he could do 2 episodes a day or 3 episodes a day, but his podcast is 3 or 4 hours long.
Yeah, that's a slog if you're doing it.
I don't know. I mean, if he's a good conversationalist, I think. But if you're talking to interesting people where you're just listening, if you brought me a good topic and I was just sitting listening, I could listen to you all day. Dude.
Well, I mean, yeah, you just did a really good topic. If you haven't checked that out, if you're listening to this one, check out the previous one. And that was an hour and a half, and that just flew by.
That absolutely flew by. Yeah. I tell you what didn't fly by. Shackleton's endurance expedition.
Because it's a boat.
Exactly.
Not designed for flight.
Today is Sunday, Mothering Sunday.
Mothering Sunday. I knew before you said that you were going to say Mothering Sunday.
How do you know that?
Because you strike me as the person who'd say it. I knew Mother's Day wasn't happening. It was Mothering Sunday.
Yeah.
Which I like.
I'm that person.
I'm a fan of.
Are you?
Not really.
No, neither am I. Mammy Sunday.
Oh, Mammy Sunday. No.
Mammy's Day.
It's just Mother's Day.
It is. It's Mother's Day.
I don't call my mother, but it's still Mother's Day.
Exactly. What do you call your mummy?
Mummy?
Yeah.
Mummy.
Ma, mummy.
Ma.
Mum.
I say ma when I'm talking to people I want to see cool. I want to seem cool. It's like, yeah, I'm a ma. I don't even care about her. I just call her ma.
I would call my mum ma a good bit of the time. Like,
no,
ma.
I would too. Like,
yeah.
But it's like you typically do it. Like if I was talking to my mother,
yeah,
I would say mummy.
Yeah, so would I. I'd say Denise.
Hello. Yeah.
But today is the 27th of March, and in 1914, the first successful blood transfusion using stored blood was treated with an anticoagulant.
Fascinating.
That stops the blood from congealing.
Anticoagulant.
Or thickening, if you like.
There you go.
But because of that, I have a list based on the one, the only Vlad Dracula.
Oh.
Who Nicolas Cage is set to play.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that is just a beautiful little bit of serendipity there.
Isn't it? Oh, that's a good word too.
You like that serendipity?
Yeah. Vlad Dracula was a real person.
Vlad Dracula?
Yeah, it was a real person. He lived in Romania from 1431 to 1476. That'd be an interesting topic.
Dracula?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Dracula's made up. Surely.
Well, Vlad Dracula isn't.
Oh, okay.
Because he lived in Romania.
Oh, right, okay.
Dracula means son of a dragon.
Oh.
Did you know that?
No. I thought it was something to do with bats.
It also means son of the devil. It depends what kind of region or whatever you're
okay.
coming from. Vlad became the ruler of Wallachia region of Romania when he was about 25 years old. His nobles hated him and his family, and they buried his family alive.
Oh.
This was a foolish thing to do because in revenge, he had their wives and children stuck on spiked stakes. Is this Vlad the Impaler? This is Vlad the Impaler.
I have no idea.
I'm going to read on quickly and see. It doesn't say. I'm pretty sure this is Vlad the Impaler, because this is what he did. He used to put people sitting on. So he'd sharpen a stick. For people who don't know, this was the way he would kill people. He would sharpen a stick. You picture like a big thick stick. He'd sharpen it
like a
pencil, you picture a pencil, and he would tie their hands together or whatever, and he would set people on top of the post. Now people would be in so much fear they'd clench, and you could sit there for quite a bit, but eventually you have to relax.
Unclench.
And as they relax, they slowly get impaled, a slow, painful impaling up through their intestines and all. You picture that all running down the post. He's called Vlad the Impaler.
Happy Mother's Day. Jesus Christ. How is this related? Bring me back. Where was a blood transfusion or something?
Yeah. This is super interesting.
I can't get over. Oh, it was so well delivered, so well done. If that was the main topic, it was a harrowing, intense introduction.
What, Vlad?
For Vlad, yeah. But this is the lighthearted episode.
Oh yes, there it is. The next point: Vlad Dracula soon earned the nickname Vlad the Impaler. There we go. Anyway, Vlad liked to tour his country under the cover of darkness, wearing a flowing cape.
Oh, so he's the inspiration for Dracula.
Yeah,
but he didn't. Did he actually drink? Did he drink people's blood?
I don't know. Up to 100,000 people died on his orders or at his own hand. Once, some foreign ambassadors failed to remove their skull caps, explaining that it was their custom to keep them on at all times. Vlad thought this was disrespectful, so on his orders, Vlad's men nailed the caps to their skulls. Jesus, what's the matter with this dude?
Yeah, God. You know what? His mother didn't love him.
No, but he was eventually killed. He himself was eventually impaled, killed by the Turks. His head was chopped off and sent to Turkey, where it was displayed on a spike. In 1897, Bram Stoker borrowed the name Dracula for his fictional blood-sucking vampire, and what was the only way to kill him? With a pointed stake through the heart. That's super interesting. That's probably one of the best lists I think I've covered.
Bram Stoker? It's Irish.
No way.
It's our little piece of... Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, pretty sure.
The guy who wrote Dracula?
Yeah. There's apparently as well an original version of it that was like translated. I think did he write it in Irish or something? No. It's in Icelandic, and it's a translation of like it's a translation of his Dracula story, but it's just not correct.
What do you mean?
Like I don't know if it was an early edition or something like that, or whoever was translating it just added stuff.
What?
So for like 100 years or something like that, for a long period of time, Icelanders, people from Iceland,
yeah,
what they understood to be Dracula was vastly different from
what did they
Dracula
understand?
is.
Do you know?
I don't know the differences. I just remember reading this one time. It's like whoever translated it into Icelandic
it just did a terrible job.
Took a lot of creative liberties, I think.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure exactly what they did, or if it was just like an early edition or something that they got their hands on, and that's what they copied.
Now that's interesting.
And they changed a bunch of stuff. Yeah, so we know a lot about Dracula.
That's super. Yeah, that was interesting. I hope you enjoyed that opening segment of our show.
There you go.
Don't say you don't learn stuff on this show.
I learned so much.
Yeah,
I know why he's called the Impaler now.
Yeah,
and I wish I didn't know.
But like I said before, Nicolas Cage is actually set to play Dracula. I think, or has he played Dracula?
I mean,
no.
The number of films he's done, he probably has.
2023.
Oh,
he has been seen. I have a picture here. I'll turn it around for you. I'll not put it on the podcast, but you can go and look this up.
Just look it up. It's easy.
He has donned a scarlet suit, stiletto nails, sharp teeth, and pale skin, and as he's seen for the first time. He looks pretty creepy. I'm not gonna lie.
Have a look. Yeah, he looks like he's in a Halloween costume.
Doesn't he?
He does.
I don't know what he's doing with his hands.
I don't think he knows what he's doing with his hands. I think he's walking around going, I don't know what to do with my hands. Got these nails on them.
I have a lot of Nick Cage stuff to share with you today. Not really a lot of Nick Cage.
I have a little bit of Nick Cage stuff to share as well.
You go on ahead.
We're Cage. Oh, I'll do it. We're Cage and the Beast, you guys. This is our new segment, Cage and the Beast. Enjoy that, Chris?
I enjoyed that very much. There is a piece of this podcast for anybody who's new, doesn't know, where we dawn a little on our Lord and Savior, that is Nick Cage.
Yeah.
You know, because we love what's not to like.
He's all
And you know what, D?
I just love him.
When April 22nd comes and the unbearable weight of
massive talent
comes, and everybody starts creaming over Nick Cage, we had him first.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
We were there.
Yeah, and people are going to be like, oh, they're just jumping on the Nick Cage bandwagon.
No. You go back.
Yeah. You go way back.
Listen to all our old podcasts, as a matter of fact. And subscribe.
Yeah.
Give us a thumbs up.
Give us a thumbs up where you can. That'd be super.
We love Nick Cage here. We always have. And if the video was on, it's not on, but there's a picture on the wall signed by Sir Nicolas Cage. I'm assuming he's a knight of the Round Table. And that was gifted to us by... Gavin the Main Man.
It was indeed, yeah. We have an autographed picture of Nick Cage as Cameron Poe in the movie Con Air.
Terrific.
It's really, really special.
Yeah, amazing.
Really special.
I know deserves that place you put on the wall. I think that's very appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah, you're right. He is about to make a comeback, I think.
Yeah.
He is finally debt free.
Yes.
He is finally debt free, and he says that Hollywood and the fans have it wrong when they say that he was phoning in certain roles.
Yes. Is this whenever he apparently took all these like ludicrous roles, like all these like quote unquote shitty movies?
Yeah, like direct-to-TV movies and stuff like that. Basically, he went broke like a couple of years ago, or 10 years ago, something like that. And he was just like pumping out films. Like there was one year, I think it was in 2019, and there was like 11 films that he starred in.
Wow.
Like feature releases. With
Ludicrous for any actor.
Yeah, no, absolutely insane. Just the throughput that he has.
What does DiCaprio do? Like one a year?
Oh, if that.
If that. Yeah. Jesus, life of an actor is cushy. Like.
Yeah, around 2010, his career started to stall after some bigger budget movies weren't big hits. Unfortunately, as the actor tells GQ, the downturn in his career coincided with a need for money, not only due to his own debts, but he also needed money for his mother, Joy Vogelsang, who sadly recently passed away. He says, all these creditors in the IRS, and I'm spending $20,000 a month trying to keep my mother out of a mental institution, and I can't. It was all just happening at once.
Jeez.
So that's why he was working so hard, and he was putting out all these films. But he says he did not phone it in. Every film that he was involved with, he gave a genuine performance, and if they didn't work out, they didn't work out. But it wasn't because he was
especially Willy's Wonderland.
Willy's Wonderland.
The man doesn't talk for 2 hours.
Yeah, but that's dedication to the part, Chris.
You don't have to talk to be a good actor.
You do know that.
Actors about acting, do you?
That brings me on to another piece of not even news.
Is this about Nick Cage?
No, sorry. If you want to continue the Nick Cage.
Well, I was just going to talk a little bit about the movie because I know we're kind of we're kind of going to talk about Oscar nominations and things like that in a little bit. But have you seen Nick Cage's more recent movie called Pig?
No, but I've heard it's amazing.
Yeah, apparently it's super. For those who don't know, Nick Cage stars in a movie where he is a truffle hunter. Yeah, a farmer. He uses a pig. Naturally to hunt truffles. I think it's out in like the Seattle coast or somewhere, and somebody steals his pig, and he ain't happy.
Yeah,
and apparently he gives like a performance of a lifetime.
Yeah, I've heard that it's brilliant and stuff.
Not Oscar nominated either, which is a shame. He actually spoke out about that and said that he wanted to fly the press for the movie a little bit, but I don't know why they didn't.
We're probably going to talk about the Oscars soon.
We'll keep that
because we're not sure if they're even really. Are they even worthwhile anymore?
Yeah, no, exactly. Sure. Go on ahead. You hit me with the other piece of news.
Well, actually, it isn't even news. It just kind of ties me in. You said Willy's Wonderland, Nick Cage delivered the entire performance without speaking a word, which I thought that's admirable that he can do that as an actor. Halo TV show.
Oh yes,
has recently dropped, and in the very first episode, the iconic character. I know people probably don't care about too much about video games. The iconic character from the game's Master Chief. Famously, you never see his face. He's always wearing a helmet so that the player can be that character person, and not kind of have to personify.
Yeah, of course.
Very first episode of the TV show.
He's revealed, is it?
Yeah, the actor.
No, I haven't seen this yet, but I knew he was going to be revealed. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
And does it live up to what you thought Master Chief may or may not have looked like?
I mean, it doesn't fit the description of Master Chief based on what established like books and comics and stuff have done, because he's like a sort of half-tanned, dark-haired, good-looking man. Okay. Because it's an actor.
Okay.
Whereas in the books and stuff, he's like sort of half scarred. He's pale as a ghost because he's always in this big suit of armor,
which makes sense.
Yeah, and he's like fractal and he's got a gap in his teeth. He's not an attractive person. He's a soldier. Doesn't matter. Doesn't care about any of that stuff. He's like, not clean shave. Like the buzz cut. All that there. It's like. Nah, I got this like Pablo Schreiber guy to play him. Anyway, doesn't really matter. I just wanted to bring that up because that's one of those things where I don't know. They kind of ruin the.
Oh, dude, I'm not happy with that face, dude.
They kind of ruin the mystique of a beloved character just because they have an actor playing him, and the actor needs to be seen because they're an actor.
Dude, does he have to be seen though?
I don't think so. I didn't think so. No.
I mean, look at like Tom Holland. Can play Spider-Man under a mask, and
but he does get to play Peter Parker as himself. But I was thinking of like examples of this. Like, there's Nick Cage doesn't speak a word. I mean, you see his face, but he doesn't get to speak. Yeah, right. Like, I mean, they're limiting themselves because of the character that they're playing. Yeah, the Mandalorian almost never shows their face. Exactly. Judge Dredd in the movie Dredd that's right. Doesn't take. That's Carl Urban, who is a big Hollywood actor. Doesn't show his face because the character doesn't. You don't see their face. That's just part of the character. So.
Do you think this was the wrong decision for?
Absolutely. Yeah. And also the voice isn't the iconic voice from the games. Yeah. Which I think hurts it as well. I think they should have just kept the helmet on. Darth Vader is another example.
True.
I mean, you do see his face, I think, but like for the majority of the movie, it's just a presence, and I think that's.
But when you see Darth Vader's face, isn't it not all like mangled and messed anyway? Like
exactly.
So, you know,
that's why he wears the mask.
That's shitty, like,
isn't it? Anyway, that wasn't even my news. I just wanted to bring that up because you mentioned the brilliant Nick Cage and how he handled it, and I think that's the.
Sorry, did you watch the Halo series?
Nah, I just watched
it.
Nah. I just watched the reveal because I knew it was going to be bad.
Yeah.
I might watch it someday. I don't even think it's available here yet, Chris. You know?
Oh, is it not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't care about UK audiences. On that, though, video game stuff, God of War is potentially getting a TV show at Amazon Prime Video.
Of course they are. Amazon will throw money at anything.
Well, I mean, it's a big name. Should suck people in. Do you think it'll be good? Do they have potential, Chris?
Who's going to play? Are we going to play? It's going to be Kratos.
Well, it's going to be Kratos. I don't think there's been a decision made as to whether it's Greek Kratos or Greek mythology or the new games,
Norse,
which is in Norse.
Norse would be pretty awesome. Like,
well, I think that's where the emotional weight of the games are. So
they could just do it in series, you know, like series 1, 10 parts Greek. Yeah. Series 2, 10 part
Norse.
And
then
Series 3, 10 part Celtic.
Yeah.
Celtic Kratos.
That would be cool.
That would be pretty awesome.
See him fighting like Q-Huln and stuff.
He'd kick his ass. Like,
would he?
Yeah, he's a god of war, isn't he?
I know, but Q-Huln's a god of...
Isn't the god of war Ares? So where'd that come from?
I think Kratos kills Ares.
Oh, yeah, he probably does. That makes sense.
To become the god of war.
Have you ever seen the guy who voices Kratos?
Yeah.
He's big, sick. Big
black guy.
Black guy. Is he like? I'm not going to say Samoan or something, but he looks.
I don't know what he is.
And this isn't being racist, but he looks like a big Maui type of guy. That's just the look of him. I think.
I don't know. I thought he was just black American.
Did you see when they were making the making of it?
He is just his voice is exactly like Kratos. Yeah. He's a fucking awesome, to be honest. But yeah, I mean that's just happening. I don't know.
Right.
I think they have good people on it though. They have Mark Fergus and Hawk Otsby.
Hawk what?
Hawk Otsby, Otsby. Imagine calling your child Hawk.
That's pretty awesome.
Of The Expanse, which is a very good TV show.
The Expanse. I've never watched The Expanse, dude.
Yeah, it's solid. Like the fact that they're involved makes me kind of half confident. And Rafe Judkins of The Wheel of Time, which makes me I don't really care about that because The Wheel of Time didn't impress me that much, unfortunately. And I've one more piece of news in this vein, Chris.
Well, I was just about to say, this is on top of Amazon throwing money at Rings of Power.
Lord of the Rings, yeah. Which a lot of Lord of the Rings people are not happy about.
Is your other piece of news about The Last of Us?
No.
Oh, okay. Have you seen the latest pictures that come out of The Last of Us, like the shoots?
No.
Oh, dude. Showing Pedro Pascal, who's playing Joel. Who we call the wee girl who's playing Ellie?
No idea.
Ellie, and then they have. Do you remember Henry and the younger brother? Remember the two black guys?
Oh yeah. That they made on the way.
Dude, they did like a comparison shot of the game, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be sick. So, pardon me. Clearly, are we going back through the entire first game in this series? Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess so.
With Henri,
that is probably the story most people care about the most.
Yeah, true.
Because that's the start of it all. 2 is like more not controversial, but it's like more divisive.
No, I get it. Yeah,
divisive.
I thought you were going to talk about the Rings of Power, the Lord of the Rings.
I mean, we should maybe at some point talk about.
We will closer to the time of release.
Yeah.
Right, go on.
No, I do have Amazon at it again with another video game
adaptation.
Could you want to hazard a guess at what?
Wonder if I read about this.
You might have done. It has been discussed before. It's just going into production this year, so it's going to be made this year, probably released next year. But they've discussed it before.
No, go on, tell me.
Fallout, the post-apocalyptic video game series, will get a TV show.
That'd be cool.
I think that'll be good as well.
That'd be very cool.
And it has
what Fallout are we talking here? Are we just talking are we just going to take Fallout in general?
I think just the universe and just like
the universe.
Go to some
Vault-Tec and
specific part of America. Jonathan Nolan. James, what's his name? Chris Nolan's brother. Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy are like showrunners.
Wow.
For this, so that's pretty cool. Yeah.
And No, sorry, we'll keep on this. Which of the
New
Fallout games, like if you had to remake one of those, are you gonna say New Vegas?
I don't know. I think
Which one has the most potential, basically, to be a good series? Put it like that. See, I didn't really play Fallout 3 as much because I just didn't like it.
Which is a good reason.
But the story of Fallout 4 doesn't seem like. Could you make that into it? Yeah, you could.
I don't think they'll do any of the games. I don't think they'll retread any of that.
No, but I'm saying, like, just hypothetically, which of the games, if they could make like a remake with the story.
Oh, with the story?
With the story, yeah.
Probably.
I don't even know what 1 and 2 is.
I think probably 3. Yeah, 1 and 2 are like a lot more. It's not really. It is a story, but it's more like you have to go and save our village and go do these things, and you experience all this stuff on the way. Whereas like 3 is like you have to find your father.
Yeah.
And then in 4 is you have to find your son.
And in 5
So,
you
like,
have to find your uncle.
Yeah, they're really the same story.
Have you seen the fan made Fallout London?
No, that sounds cool.
Super, dude.
That sounds really nice.
Fan made trailer, I think it is.
I would love them to do like a DLC or something that goes off to
London looks pretty sick in the Fallout universe, like
yeah.
Down in like the metros and the
have this like weird retro like you know that keep calm and carry on.
It shows that it shows that all through it.
That'd be pretty cool. I think for the TV show they'll just go to like I think they'll go on the west coast of America, like California. New Vegas area, and do it there.
The Big Sur.
The Big Sur is that what it's called?
Big Sur is California, isn't it?
Sure, I have no idea.
Don't know why.
Big Sur. Yeah, I think they'll just go there, tell like a random story, and include all of like the factions, so like the Enclave and the Brotherhood of Steel and
the Railway.
I don't think they'll bring them in.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
What do you call it? Vault-Tec, obviously. And
just seeing Vault-Tec would be pretty cool. Yeah. Like life in Vault-Tec would be pretty awesome. Like.
Yeah, they definitely should start it in a vault like the games usually do. I think that would be for.
Just start when the bombs drop.
I have a lot of video game news. Apparently,
you were going to say something else there. I think, or I was going to say something else.
I think you were going to say something.
What were we talking about? Fallout's video game adaptation. What was the? It was Fallout.
Yeah.
I was going to say, how long do you think then it is until we see a Gears adaptation, a Gears movie?
Probably a long time.
Gears series or Gears movie?
I think movie.
I think movie too.
Yeah, I think Halo is going to make a problem for it because I don't think the Halo series is going to do all that well.
I don't think flash out Gears with a series. The likes of The Last of Us is much more suited to a series. There's a lot more weight and a lot more depth in there, whereas Gears would just make a cool action-packed movie.
Well, that's it. But Gears has the emotional depth as well, but it's kind of it is better just as like a beat in a story that's an hour and a half rather than an episode.
I still stand by if they took the Gears book, you know, the slab, where Marcus is in prison. Yeah. If they took it and just made it into a movie or a book, or a movie or a series, if they just made that book into another book, that'd be great. Awesome.
I think they've got because like they have like Karen Travis is like a fucking solid writer.
Super. She writes a lot for Star Wars.
She does like all these like she did Halo as well. But
Halo,
some of the best ones of those. So like. Yeah, I mean, that's a solid plot there just to convert. But I think they should just do. I think they should just do the games. Just do 1, 2, 3, boom. The story of Delta Squad because it's so.
Delta Squad is awesome. Compelling. Just tell it as it is. Like, you can add a couple of little bits here and there, flesh it out a wee bit more.
Change some of the details and stuff like that, but the overall story of just like they do how they go and what they do to stop the.
Change some of the details slightly, like instead of Marcus and Dom, you could have like. Michael and Ron.
Yeah, just completely different characters. Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah,
although you know what I would love. Did you ever finish Arcane?
No,
dude. They should do Gears in that style.
That style would be pretty
of
sick,
animation and do that as like a movie like Spider-Verse. I actually think I'd prefer that than live action. Because like, come on.
Realistically, finding a suitable cast for Gears, we've been through this so many times before, D. I still stand by that. But Batista as Marcus is probably your best bet for.
They
Marcus.
put Batista in the Gears 5 campaign.
That's right.
As a skin. Yeah. Batista's Marcus.
Already seeing him. Batista.
He's eager to do that.
I know he
wants to do that.
I used to think when I seen him as Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy, I was like, that dude's pretty awesome. But see, when you seen him in Blade Runner, at the start of Blade Runner, I was like, that is your Marcus Phoenix right there.
Because he's got that emotional
weight. Dude, and he's got the scars and everything else. Like, that's the guy that needs to play. But would you see them going all Hollywood and casting like The Rock? because he's a big dude.
Don't do that.
And then fucking Kevin Hart as Cole. Do you know what I mean?
No.
We see him going on like full Hollywood.
That's what they would do.
Ryan Reynolds as Dom.
Don't even.
Don't stop doing.
No,
what
Baird.
you're doing.
He'd be Baird.
Oh, he'd be Baird. Yeah.
He wouldn't be the worst Baird, but he wouldn't be a good Baird.
I don't think he'd be a good Baird at all.
Yeah. No, they need to go to like
You pull that guy Alan Richardson who played Jack Reacher. Now that'd be a good Baird or lesser.
He'd be a good Baird.
Yeah.
He'd be a really good Baird. He's too young, maybe. Not even.
Yeah.
You could age him up. He would be a really good Baird. That's a good shout.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Good shout.
Have you watched Reacher yet?
No.
Get on it, T.
I know.
Jeez, man.
I watched so much stuff. There was another show that he might. Someone suggested him as Kratos in the God of War. Imagine him as Kratos. Would that be something you'd be interested in, Chris?
I don't know if he has is that kind of depth to play like a. I mean, in the opening of Reacher, he's pretty
young Kratos. I think he could do.
Oh yeah,
before
Norse
mythology, I think he could do.
Where he's just a complete badass, like
just like a kind of maniac a wee bit, just
maybe.
killing everybody.
Maybe.
Yeah. Sorry, let's not get too much into the video game stuff here. We're nerds. It's a fact. I have one more piece of news, but it's a video game as well. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not gonna cover that.
Tell me what it is, and if I want you to tell me,
a new Witcher game is probably coming.
That was one of my questions I wanted to ask you in this. Are you nervous for CD Projekt Red's next Witcher after what they did with
Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
Nah, not really.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing because Cyberpunk was something completely different for them.
Yeah, it went from third person to first person, and it went from a sword game to a shooter.
Sorry, that was just a question I seen floating on the internet somewhere the other day. It was like, are you nervous for CD Projekt Red? It was a poll or something, I think. And it was pretty tight. Like, I'm not going to say 50-50. It was probably like 60-40 or something like that.
This is with like the internet and like people today. It's like as soon as something goes a little bit off track, a little bit
That's
wrong,
what they want to talk about more so than the good things CD have done.
They're like, that's it. It's over. Like, it's like if Marvel made a really bad film, they'd be like, I think they've lost it.
Yeah.
I think Marvel don't know how to make good films anymore.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's like, because DC, right, have made garbage for years.
And then they come out with this.
Yeah, and then they come out with a great film.
Although, to be fair, like, dude, after Endgame even, I'm just sick of Marvel. Like, it's just the same skin and everything.
I think that's why the Batman was kind of so refreshing, is because
it was a palate cleanser.
Yeah, it was nothing
shouldn't have been a palate cleanser, but it was.
Yeah.
And we're going to touch on that in a little bit, but
I think Marvel is, because there's so much of it as well.
Yeah.
Marvel. There's so much of it.
There is so much of it.
It's hard to keep up.
Yeah, we were actually talking recently, and we were saying that Colin and I were saying, well, I said I'd like to do, she's been dragged into it, that I'd like to do a full watch of all of the Marvel in like the correct kind of order leading up to the Avengers.
The Infinity Saga?
The Infinity Saga, sorry. And then I was like, well, what about after that? And I just don't care enough to go after that.
I'm
the last I was in the cinema, I seen the trailer for the next Doctor Strange, and I was like, I do not care.
I want to see that, but only because it's Sam Raimi who did the Spider-Man films.
Yeah. Even that Morbius, do not care.
Dude, Morbius looks so bad.
Yeah, right? I was like, what the fuck?
It looks awful, man. But I can't stand Jared Leto anymore.
No.
As well.
No, is that after the whole Joker ordeal?
Just in general.
Yeah, okay.
Just more recent years. I really like him in like Blade Runner. He's really good in, and he's like, what else is he really good in? Like,
Dallas Buyers.
Dallas Buyers
super in Dallas Buyers.
Like, he's not a bad actor,
but he also got taken up in charges for like fiddling a kid. So
Jesus.
Well, not fiddling a kid, but like he was texting someone who was underage.
Yeah, he seems like that type of person. Did you ever hear him an interview by him as well?
No,
I remember he was on Radio 1 or something like
that
one time. Yeah, and he was like, bragging about how his skin is so clear. It's like, it's just water. I just drink water. I don't understand. People just don't understand. I'm like, I just drink water. Like,
no,
what are you talking about, guy? You've got this perfect complexion because you're a fucking like millionaire Hollywood actor. You're caked up in makeup all the time. He's just like, get off your high horse, man.
Water. No, I haven't heard that. Actually.
And then since then, now it's like, and this is the same thing we're talking about. It's like once someone does something that people don't like, they spiral. And they're like, here's all the other shit things that he's done over the years. You know,
I know.
He was apparently like a real dick at a concert.
Somebody else, been dragged through the muck lately like that, and I was kind of like, I didn't think this guy was so much of a douche.
I know, but that's what happens. Is one bad thing happens, and then it's like he's just drag up all the shit that they've done in their past. Well, some people do deserve it. Some people do deserve it.
No, man, that's I know what you mean. Like, yeah,
it's like once the tables turn, or not even like just the pendulum just swings. That's what happens. And now it's just like let's shit on them. Oh, they're making a bit of a comeback.
Yeah.
And then it swings back, and they're away again. No, remember all that shit they did before.
Yeah. Jesus,
yeah. So sorry. Witcher.
Witcher. Yeah.
There's a Witcher game coming out.
Witcher, there is. Yeah.
It won't be Geralt, but it'll be Witcher.
Yeah. I think is the new logo for the Lynx.
Yeah.
See that? Yeah. The new Witcher emblem.
So they're like the school of the Lynx or something. We'll see. I don't know.
Dude, the Witcher TV series is still plays in my mind.
I don't know. Good or bad? Plays in your mind. Good.
I loved it, man.
It got too weird season 2 for me.
Do you think so?
Yeah. It did in places. This tree guy didn't get.
Oh yeah.
Didn't like that.
Yeah.
I didn't care for that.
Didn't care for it?
There were other parts I really liked. So.
Henry Cavill is now top the. I don't know what you want to call this, but top the polls, I guess, for the actor most in line to next play James Bond.
James Bond.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, Tom Hardy is just nah. He was top for a long time.
I
don't like Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I don't want him to be.
Tom Hardy plays Tom Hardy, and I don't want.
I know he does play a lot of different roles. I think
I don't like his.
I don't like his acting either,
because I just feel like everything I've seen him in, he plays the same guy. Just a moody, gruntled shite, you know.
I just don't like him in general. I don't know. I actually don't mind him. I'm sure he's fine.
I'm sure he's a lovely person,
but I don't want him to be James Bond.
And he looks great. The man he takes care of himself. Like good
for him.
Yeah,
good for him.
But I just don't care.
Who else?
Another actor I don't like.
Go on.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba?
I don't like him at all.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Have you seen the new Suicide Squad with him?
Sky went to his head.
Fucking Sky.
Doing those Sky Q advertisements got too big for his boots.
I liked him more whenever
he DJs.
I know. I've heard his music.
It's so bad. It's fucking shit. Here we go. Pendulum swinging. Yeah.
But I remember him talking about his music, and he's really into it.
Yeah.
God, he's like, you're definitely a better actor. Like,
yeah.
I like him. Oh, have you seen the new Suicide Squad with him?
No.
It's really good.
Is it? Yeah.
James Gunn.
Okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy. It's really good.
No, I haven't. I have not.
You might like him if you watch that.
Let's get into talking a bit about movies and TV shows and things that we've watched indeed, because we're coming up to the 94th Academy Awards. Maybe they'll only keep this shit going for another 60 years.
This might be they might make 100 and then just call it quits.
They gotta come up with a new award show, I think, and it would be even better. You know, it's time to let it go.
But like, what do you mean? Like the same concept, just films and stuff.
Same concept, but it's got to be a lot less politics involved with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just got to be based on what the fuck was a good movie. Like, I don't care that the movie was good because it's artistic and stuff. And it represents like the human race now. And, it takes into all this.
It covers these difficult topics.
Yeah, I don't. It just was the movie good? You know?
Just do Rotten Tomatoes, not even Rotten Tomatoes, or IMDb scores. Like this one scored the best. This one wins.
Exactly. That's how it should be. You just vote for the best. Like, didn't you say there's a fan's favorite or something coming?
Yeah,
that's how the Oscars should be.
But they've made a complete bollocks of it. So they have.
Of course they have. It's Hollywood.
I think Cinderella is winning that one at the moment. Is it Cinderella? Something stupid like that.
What? Yeah. Cinderella what? Movie?
I remember.
There was no Cinderella movie this year, D.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Hang on.
That Cinderella.
That's what I said, yeah.
The princess.
Oscars.
Surely not.
Unfavorite front runner.
Nicolas Cage just said he wants to play Dr. Eggman in the Sonic movie, and he wants to take it really dark.
Oh, well, I like that, but Jim Carrey's already done that.
Jim Carrey though is Jim Carrey. Yeah. I want Nicolas Cage. I want this to be like an R-rated Sonic. You know, it should be. They should do a prequel of how Dr. Eggman became such a.
Oh my fucking god! Right. So yeah, Cinderella. It is Amazon. Cinderella was the favorite.
Okay.
Is
it? Explain what this fan favorite is. This is part of the 94th Academy Awards.
Yeah. So it's. I think half of the. half of the score comes off of Twitter, basically.
Right. Which
I think is an unusual way to have done this, because Twitter is full of trolls, in my experience. So anyone can vote on Twitter, but they want to be the Oscar fan favorite film. So initially, everyone thought this is going to be a chance for films like The Batman, right, which wouldn't win an Oscar traditionally, but if lots of fans really enjoy it, and then lots of like critics think it's good too, they'll vote for it, and it'll win an Oscar finally, you know, or maybe like People were saying Spider-Man Far From Home
Okay.
and stuff like that. But they put it on Twitter, which means that anyone who has a large Twitter following will win that award, regardless of the movie. So the front runner now is Netflix's Army of the Dead.
Oh,
have you seen Army of the Dead?
Now let me get this right. Is this a series or is this a movie?
It's a movie.
This is a movie where they try to go back and break into like a hotel or a casino and steal the money
in a zombie infestation. It's Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder, yeah. I haven't watched the whole thing.
It's not good.
No.
It's all right, but it's not good.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? I'm going to tell you now.
Okay.
All right. That was my opinion of it, and I was looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So that sucked that it wasn't that good, and I don't know why it's on top, but there it is.
Okay.
And there's already a spin-off prequel and sequel planned for that film and a TV series.
You're joking.
So the zombie verse is going to grow, but I am shocked that that's top. And there you go. And Cinderella is second, so God only knows who's going to win that. But it won't be a fan favorite, is what I've come to understand.
I'm not happy with that. Like, so, well, the 94th Academy Awards, like we said, are coming to, and most years I like to go through and at least see the movie, at least watch once. Yeah, the movies that are the big movies,
the best picture movies.
Because I want to know what people are like. Oh yeah. Now, I have to say, wasn't that movie Parasite? Didn't it do real well? Remember the year of like COVID, Parasite came out and everyone was like, "Oh, it's an omen."
I think it won like
something like that.
Best foreign film or something like that.
Did it not win Best Picture or something?
No? I don't think so. Because I think the one that won it that year was that Green Book. Green Book. It had Aragorn in it.
Viggo Mortensen?
Yeah.
Green Book?
Don Cheadle, was it?
Okay.
Something like that.
Right, okay. Well, anyway.
Yeah. Don't know what we're talking about.
Since that, I've kind of come to understand that like some movies are just... It's like we said before, they're more caught up with what's going on in the world than I think, to me anyway, than actually being a good movie.
Okay. Is Parasite not a good movie?
No, I didn't like Parasite at all.
Right, okay.
I think it was a good movie. Some people would be like, "Oh, it's fucking tremendous.
Brilliant movie.
It matches the state of the current affairs."
Oh, is this something to do with current affairs? I have no idea what it's about. All I know is it's Korean.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, this year, this year's pictures I was trying to go through, and like, so you've seen Dune?
Yes. Awesome film.
Awesome film. Okay. Well, I decided to watch The Power of the Dog. Oh, dude. Now, you said beforehand you were like you just weren't excited for this movie, or just it's something like you just didn't want to see. I actually heard about it on another podcast. Somebody had said I watched The Power of the Dog, and I thought, oh, I'll go see what that's about. I jumped into it. Oh, it took me 2 watches.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's split up into like 5 chapters the whole way through it. And if you want to see Benedict Cumberbatch act like a bully for 2 hours, this is the movie for you. 2.5 hours actually. It's a long boy. But I get where they're coming from. It's a beautiful movie.
Okay.
And apparently the sound design is superb. I didn't see it in the cinema, but apparently the sound design is really, really good. But God, dude, it's just not. I can see why this movie would win at the Oscars, but it's not the movie I think Batman should win it.
Batman isn't even in contention.
Exactly. But I understand, like, you know, West Side Story's up for it. Steven Spielberg redid.
Massively unpopular film.
Yeah.
But apparently very good.
Apparently very good, exactly. King Richard, Belfast, the black and white.
What the actual fuck?
Did you watch it?
No,
Belfast is up for it. And if Belfast wins it, I heard this, Dame Judi Dench will be the second oldest. No, she has to win Best Actress. That's what it is, and she'll be the second oldest person to ever win an Oscar. She's 87.
God,
yeah,
good for her.
Good for her, is right.
Still be acting. Belfast looks. Being from Northern Ireland, like, I'm not. It looks dog shit.
Do you know the boy is from Portadown?
No.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I'm not going to watch it, Chris.
Yeah.
Kenneth Branagh, who directed it, is from apparently Belfast.
Yeah.
Even though sounds British as fuck.
Yeah. Jamie Dornan. Don't Look Up is there as well.
Don't Look Up?
Remember
for Best Picture? Best Picture. Yeah, that's 100% because it's just a commentary on the state of the world.
State of the world.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Licorice Pizza, Coda, and Drive My Car.
I haven't heard of any of those things.
Nightmare Alley actually as well with Bradley Cooper from
I haven't heard of any of those.
Guillermo del Toro. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
He did Pan's Labyrinth. That's an awesome movie. Best Actor, Andrew Garfield, Benedict Cumberbatch, Denzel, Javier Bardem, and Will Smith.
That's going to be Cumberbatch, isn't it?
Yeah.
For Dog.
Yeah.
Dog Man.
For the Power of the Dog. Yeah, for this real heavy macho
Yeah.
man role they plays. I also didn't know that Kirsten Dunst, is that her name?
Kirsten Dunst.
And Jesse
Plemons
are
married.
Are married.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah, I was talking about them. They're in Fargo season 3 or 4.
That's
together.
right, they are indeed. They also play husband and wife in Power of the Dog.
Oh, there you go. Well, look,
Yeah.
good for them.
Good for them.
Good for them. Don't want to see Power of the Dog.
Yeah, I think you should though. I think nah.
It's on Netflix, isn't it?
It is.
I think that's where they're like pumping it because they're like, oh yeah, Netflix is gonna win an Oscar. Good for it. Blah blah blah.
Best actress: Jessica Chastain, Kristen Stewart, Penelope Cruz, Olivia Colman, and Nicole Kidman. Jesus. Being the Ricardos, that's a huge movie, and I haven't seen it yet. That's Javier Bardem and Nicole Kidman play some kind of power couple back in like the 70s or 80s, I think. Again, do not care.
No.
And best original song, No Time to Die.
Makes sense.
Somehow You Do, Down to Joy, Be Alive, and Dos Ogranes. I don't know.
You know what? Hey, I think
you know what should win best song? We need to talk about Bruno from Encanto.
Encanto. I have heard it 1,000 times
Because it was in the charts. It was number 1 in the charts for like 6 weeks. Dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. But I mean, for film, well, yeah, best original song. If it was best score, I would understand. But best song, and it's a song that actually hit the charts. How does that not win?
Encanto will probably win best animated, I would imagine. Like, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not clear.
Screenplay, supporting actor. Yeah, Power of the Dog's up for supporting actor as well with the wee dude in it. Isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, Cody Smith McPhee, whatever you call him.
Good for him.
Strange looking dude. Best director, documentary, short. There's nothing even that I want to talk about here. Best original score, Dune is there.
I like it.
And the Power of the Dog, Johnny Greenwood. I think that'll win it as well.
The score?
Power of the Dog, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, if you haven't seen it, go and see it. But anyway, this leads me to I was looking through for the Oscar nomination movies to watch, but I came across, The Lighthouse on Netflix.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Willem Dafoe and
Robert Pattinson.
Robin Patton. Yes. Yeah, anyway, I watched it. Dude, that movie's super.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie. It's like, it basically is Rob Pattinson's descent into madness upon a desolate island with a crazy lighthouse keeper played by Willem Dafoe, who doesn't want him anywhere near his light. Super strange, but
yeah, that's one of those like really art housey, like that looks like an Oscar type film.
Yeah, all shot in black and white.
Yeah,
that's why.
And it's shot in like weird, like
it's super uncomfortable, dude. It's super uncomfortable. No, it is like it's super uncomfortable because the whole thing is taking place in this lighthouse and wee small shack, and it's really claustrophobic. And I'm not sure if it's the black and white or what it is, but they use a lot of Dutch angles that we know a lot about. It's just real cool, good camera work, and I don't know a whole pile about it, but it's just it's uncomfortable to watch, and that's I think what they're going for, And I just think the performances from the two are incredible as well. Like,
I've heard that.
That should be up for it.
Willem Dafoe is a fucking brilliant actor,
unbelievable, and he has a real Irish accent in this, kind of Irish.
Oh yeah, I remember this because they were talking about that. That's a real accent somewhere in America.
Yeah, New England.
Yeah, it exists to this day.
Yeah, it's like, super. Like hell? It's a proper. When he talked, if you just closed your eyes, you would be like, this guy either works on the docks or in a lighthouse or a sailor. You know what I mean? That's the type of accent it is. It's crazy. Like and Robert Pattinson obviously is just he's good in it. Like he's very good in it. Yeah, he's having a good run.
He's having a good run. Yeah,
super good run. So, but that's my opinion on the two movies that I've seen. One is Oscar nominated, one is not, and the one that is not is
way better,
head and shoulders above.
What about the other film that you saw that I spoke about last podcast?
The Batman?
With Robert Pattinson, a.k.a. Robert Pattinson.
Let me explain my experience with this film, Dave. Because we went to see it in Max.
Excellent.
So middle of the day showing, there were 6 people in the whole screen.
Oh my God.
It was beautiful.
Pristine.
It was beautiful, Dave. And I think we were kind of a little bit off-put by the 3-hour runtime of the movie. Genuinely, the 3 hours flew by.
Yeah.
Flew by. And in terms of the film, dude, it's fucking excellent.
Yeah.
It's up there. It's not as good to me as The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
It probably matches Begins, and it's better than Rise.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Almost. I'd say it's probably better than Begins. Well,
I think it's on par with Begins, but better than Rise.
It's very different from Begins, though.
Oh, it's a completely different movie.
Which I love.
Yeah, and 90% of it takes place in the rain.
It rains so fucking much.
So much.
They filmed a lot of that in Glasgow, apparently.
Glasgow, yeah. They shot a bit of it in Liverpool as well, outside outside the big courthouse with the scene.
Yeah.
Should this be spoiler? Are we going to talk spoilers? Are we going to talk? There may be some spoilers.
There'll be some. Maybe we'll just give a shout out if we're going to spoil something. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We can talk about it in a more abstract way, though.
Yes, when he who shan't be named.
They're at a courthouse.
Yeah. Also, a big shock to me was I don't like Colin Farrell. He's an awesome penguin.
Lad,
you don't even know it's Colin Farrell.
You need to get caught up on Colin Farrell.
Why?
Because he's a lot better than you. What's the last thing you remember him
True
from?
Detective season 2. Awful.
I've never seen it.
Truly awful.
Maybe you don't need to get caught up.
7 Psychopaths.
Yeah, he's good in that.
I don't like him in that. I just don't like... Christopher Walken's the best part of that movie. Because what do you call the other guy, that crazy dude in it?
Oh yeah, Sam Rockwell.
I don't like... That's the actor. I don't like him. He's in 3 Billboards.
Yes.
I don't like him.
You don't like him?
No. I know he holds the whole movie together.
Yes,
but
he holds
I
the
don't
whole
like
movie
him.
together. He's amazing.
No, he's a good actor.
Go watch The Way Back. You'll like him in that. And it's a good movie. And it won an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay.
I just don't like him.
Well, fucking watch that
you know
film
who holds
and you'll
that
like
movie
him.
together is...
Frances McDormand.
Yeah,
she's
amazing.
Excellent. But he is a brilliant villain-ish, whatever you want to call him in that film. Spoilers. Anyway, yeah. Robert, the Batman.
The Batman.
Looks amazing.
Truly amazing.
Just some scenes that just literally took my breath. Not literally took my breath away, but it made me really appreciate it.
The one scene that I think... Because you said to me, you kept saying, see it in Max if you can. Now, I came out and I said to Colin, we were talking about it, and I said, there was only a handful of scenes that I think really utilized the whole Max experience.
Benefited from that.
One of them was the original car chase scene where he's chasing Penguin. Mm-hmm. The other one that I thought was just, and it's probably one of my favorite scenes in the movie, is when he is on the lift and he comes off the lift and it's complete darkness.
Oh yeah.
The guys are firing the weapons at him, and the music, is that what you were talking about? The music is blending in and out with the fight that's going on.
Yeah.
Literally goosebumps thinking about that right now, dude. Yeah. It's incredible. And I was like, oh my god, this is sick.
The bits I was specifically thinking about when I said that, and these are tiny spoilers, if you don't want to know anything about it, stop listening now. When he first gets into the Batmobile and he's just revving it up. I was literally thinking, the hair on my arm was standing up. I was like, I was scared.
Yeah.
Listen to this thing roar up. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I like that Batmobile too.
Yeah.
Because it's very believable.
Everything in it that I thought looked weird or wrong in like promotional and trailers and stuff looks completely dead on.
Works so well
in the film.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the Batmobile, even the Batsuit I thought looked really weird.
The Batsuit was really weird, but I liked it. Yeah. It felt like a really beefy suit, almost like the Batfleck suit. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was just a fucking skin tight thing.
The Batfleck suit?
Yeah.
Was it not super like steely?
It was like made to look like fabric, but it was like all musculature.
Why do I keep picturing? I keep picturing that scene where he's talking to Superman. He has like a steel fucking like face.
That's like his mech suit. That's a different version.
Oh yeah, okay.
That was awful. That was for only for fighting Superman.
Okay, well, yeah, his suit was excellent, and I see what you mean. The opening scene, I think it's one of the opening scenes where, when he first appears to save the guy who's just been the random dude who's been beat up at the train station or whatever, and you hear him emerge from the shadows, you hear the boots, and the villains genuinely shit themselves. I'm like, this is awesome. This is the Batman I want, where people are genuinely afraid, and you feel every fucking punch from the dude as well.
Yeah,
he is vicious.
So well. Oh, yeah, exactly.
See towards the end where he actually has to be pulled off the guy.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. He fucking hits himself with the wee booster.
Yeah. The adrenaline or whatever that is. That's incredible, man.
That's why I love it. He is vicious. Like,
I thought they could have lost maybe some of the whole political side of things with the voting and all that. Yeah. But apart from that,
I think that's why what drags it down from like almost a perfect like a 10 for me is the fact it's 3 hours long and there's definitely stuff they could have cut.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
Apparently they did cut a big scene though, which they've released on YouTube if people want to check that out, with a certain character, certain famous Batman villain.
Okay.
That was in the film and was teased at the
end. Oh,
yes,
I seen this. Yeah.
There's a scene on YouTube if you want to go check that out where a lot more focus on him.
Let's talk a little bit about the Riddler. Paul Dano.
You don't like him?
I don't, but he is a perfect Riddler. Yeah. He is creepy, dude.
He's dead on.
Isn't he? Yeah. Spot on for that point. He's just so squirmy and you want to beat him.
Yeah.
You know that kind of way? He's a face you'd love to punch.
But he's also almost childlike and like
creepy,
stupid, not stupid, but like kind of like
simple.
Yeah, but he's not. He's very intelligent.
He's very intelligent. Yeah. Oh, I thought he was brilliant.
He's very good.
The whole courthouse scene with the neck kind of trap, and Jim Gordon being played by, what do you call that actor?
Oh yeah,
incredible.
Jeffrey Wright,
brilliant.
I love the Jim Gordon Batman dynamic. Yeah, in this one,
especially when they're in the cell.
Yes,
and the cops have him.
Yeah.
Again, sorry, another short spoiler. And he's saying, "You gotta hit me."
Yeah,
he doesn't fucking hold back and hit him. Dude, that's awesome. That's a very good
he absolutely floors him, and then he's like, "You could have
held back,"
and he's like, "I did."
Yeah. I thought Andy Serkis was a good Alfred.
Solid
in what little we seen of him.
Yeah. What about
just about to say, Catwoman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Excellent.
Yeah, I agree.
Truly excellent.
Surprised me how good.
Yeah.
Just a difficult character usually for Batman.
Yeah. I was kind of, at first when I say it, I was a bit like, I don't know if this is gonna work. But the scene where she's in the club and he's following her through her eyes, just that it was the point where I was like, well, she's just like badass, like strutting her stuff through the club. I'm like, okay, this girl is pretty serious. Like, it's awesome.
Everyone was really well cast in that film.
Super movie. Yeah.
The
score was incredible.
Oh, the score. That was the scene. Did you watch trailers before going into this?
It's one trailer. The one trailer.
Yeah, because the scene for me that just like is iconic is after he, again spoilers, but it's in the trailer, so it's not much of a spoiler. After he like topples the Penguin's car and he's just walking towards him with the flames in the background, and the music is just
intense. Yeah,
that was it. I was like, I wish I was in Max for that moment.
Yeah. There was a couple of moments in Max I was like, oh, and the biggest one being that scene in the lift. I thought for me was like, oh my days,
because it was just so well done.
Yeah, he's taking hits all around.
But he's just he's taking hits, but he's just walking on.
Jeez, he's a scary Batman, like, but it's proper. I enjoy it very much so, and I enjoy the fact that like it's not like he jumps off a building and his cape is just gonna carry him. He's got all these gadgets. He jumps off in a wingsuit and he can't fucking control that thing either.
Completely drags himself.
Yeah, exactly. It's super, like, it's very believable. And he didn't get like ludicrously out of shape, in shape for it either. He's bulky and he's solid, but it's not like to the extent where Bale went to, Christian Bale went to, you know what I mean?
A lot of people were giving him grief for that because he said early on that I'm not going to bulk up for Batman, and people were like, oh, well, why are you taking the role if you're not going to put in the effort? But then like, I think it was misconstrued. I think what he said is, I'm not going to be like fucking
Christian Bale,
that kind of shredded, like,
no, he's good. He's believable.
It's believable because it's like, you know,
it's like it looks like he has tried to put on a decent bit of weight, and he obviously has.
And why would Batman be like shredded all the time?
Exactly,
like, you know?
Exactly. Yeah,
like,
dude's gotta eat.
Yeah, he gotta eat a lot, man.
Yeah, exactly. No, I thoroughly enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, excellent. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it as well.
Because we both did. We just came out of it and we were like, that was excellent. That was really, really fucking good.
Terrific.
I actually had planned on going back to see it again in Max because it was another like middle of the day showing, and I was like, I might just see this again.
Why not?
Because why not? Yeah,
that's terrific.
But I'm actually more in the mood to go and see. Have you seen this new horror film advertised called X?
No.
A lot of people talking about it now. It's like a play on the old horror film tropes. You know, like the Leatherface and the Ed Gein and those whole stories. Set in the 70s, a group of young filmmakers at the time go to a house, basically, like picture like a Leatherface house. So they want a set to use because they're making an adult movie, shall we say. And it turns out the owners of the house are like real fucking creepos, real like weird. It's rated 18 in this country, which is super strange because it's rare that we get an 18 movie. But across the board, it is scoring phenomenally high. This is the way apparently horror and thriller movies are supposed to be done. So that's what I'm in the mood to go and see now. Like,
there you go.
I've just got bit by the cinema bug again, you know.
Well, that's it. I have the cinema. I have missed experience over the last.
It's a wonderful experience, and yeah.
I'm looking forward to getting back. I don't know what my next film in the cinema will be.
I'm looking forward to Avatar towards the end of this year.
I was surprised that it's coming out this year. I thought it would just never get out.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's just got to continue to elude us.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that.
You know when the first Avatar came out?
I'm going to say 2007.
9.
Ooh.
But like that's 13 years ago. Dude. I can't believe that they have been working on the sequel for 13 years.
And apparently it's the second of 5 movies.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, that's
James
insane.
Cameron is ambitious.
Well, he'll do whatever he wants, won't he?
I think this is going to be insane though, because how far has technology come, and how good was Avatar for back then as well?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's
I
it.
still like Avatar. I stand by it.
I like it, yeah.
It's weird though that I heard this before, that it's a movie that is it's taken in the most money, like at the time of all time.
Yeah, it was above Marvel until Infinity War.
It took in, didn't it take in some Oscars and stuff as well? Did it?
I think it did, maybe for technical things though.
Yeah, and I could literally not tell you a single scene from it.
I could tell you like 3 scenes.
I could tell you the fight at the end.
Yeah, they're all from the fight at the end.
And I could tell you
the mech suit and the arrow.
Yeah. And that's it. Like,
and the flying thing.
Yeah, and it's like a 3-hour movie.
I know.
You know what I mean? Whereas if someone said to me Lord of the Rings or Titanic, I could tell you that whole movie. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's weird. Like, it hasn't stuck with me. But I'll be looking forward to seeing that in Max for sure. Like,
I don't know if I'll even. Well, I'll see what the hype is, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I'm not keen on seeing it. Like, I will see it eventually, but maybe not in cinemas.
I'm just in a mood at the minute to watch movies that are kind of maybe not even ones that are in my like comfort zone or whatever, just to see what people are saying about movies.
Yeah, we went through a phase of this, me and Laura, not so long ago, where we just wanted to watch like good movies.
Yeah,
like, you know, not necessarily like
your
like
favorite
a thriller
style,
or a whatever, just like films that have been well rated and just check them out. Like some great films in there. The Godfather is 50 years old 3 days ago. 50 years since The Godfather came out.
Jeepers.
So yeah, and that
I didn't think it was that old.
I mean,
what year?
70s, so like 72, yes. Right?
Jeez, yeah, right enough.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, that's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time for a movie.
And it's an excellent film.
Yeah.
Have you seen it, yeah?
Did not care for The Godfather.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. But yeah, so I'm trying to get Laura to watch it now. And then there's another one that I want to watch soon. It's like another good one. I can't remember it right now. But there's a list of stuff that I want to get through of just like films that I've been putting off for years. Like something like, do you know a film that I cannot get myself to watch? Is Schindler's List.
Oh, but you know you should.
Yeah, I know it's going to be great. I know
it's
amazing, but I'm like,
I've only ever seen scenes from it that we would have had to look at when we did film studies and things like that. But
I just don't know when I'm ever going to be in. When are you going to be in the mood to watch
a movie
Schindler's
about
List?
a Holocaust?
Yeah, exactly. So
maybe
like,
if you read a couple of books or so, I find sometimes if I read like war-based books and
if you brought a podcast and it was about the Holocaust or something around that time.
I actually have a podcast topic about something around that time that I could cover sometime soon. It might put you in the mood.
Exactly, because then you want to like experience it a little bit more and kind of visualize it.
Yeah, so. I've been saying countless times that I'd love Colin to watch The Pianist.
Another film that I don't really want to watch, but I know
I
it's
love
great.
that movie because I know it's a good movie. But again, every time I think about it, I'm like, I'm just not in the mood.
Brody, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not in the mood to watch a movie about a Jew surviving the Holocaust.
Yeah,
you know. So yeah, we haven't watched it yet. We've watched a lot of crap, but we haven't watched it.
It's so easy to watch crap though, Chris, because it's just like this will not tax me too much.
You watched a movie on Disney yet called Fresh?
No,
dude, you should watch Fresh.
Is it good?
No. I'm sure there's a lot of people who have watched Fresh that are listening to this and they're being like, where's he going to go with this? It's interesting.
Okay.
I'll just say that. It's interesting. It's disturbing, interesting. It's entertaining. After 30 minutes, you're like kind of like, ooh, what's this? You got to look it up.
Look it up just to get a taste.
Yeah.
Disney Plus, because Disney Plus is typically like.
Yeah, this is not something I thought I was going to see on Disney Plus either.
I don't know.
Can you see it?
No. Is it horror?
Yes. It's classed as a horror.
I'm just gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Okay.
No, I've watched very little on Disney Plus though. In truth.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been watching lately is an anime called Bleach.
Bleach?
Yeah. Laura used to watch it when she was younger, and she's like, let's just run through this again to kind of relive the memories. It's quite pretty good.
Okay.
So like that's kind of if we're watching anything, we're watching that kind of thing.
Okay.
But I think we're gonna trying to watch a movie or two now to break it up. Or do you know what I'm eager to watch? Is Batman the animated series?
Oh yeah,
the old Batman.
Yeah.
I was watching a bunch of stuff on YouTube of like Kevin Conroy, the voice for that Batman, and then everyone's just like talking about him, like how iconic it was, how it basically defined the character for the modern era and stuff. And I'm like, fuck, I better watch this.
Yeah,
because I love me some Batman.
Yeah, I know.
And obviously after the Batman,
you're in a Batman mood.
I'm really in that mood.
I'd love to sit down and watch all of the Batman movies right through, like all the old right back.
You should listen to the Weekly Planet. They did a rundown of all the Batman
I actually
movies.
Seen that. It popped up on my to listen. Yeah,
it's very good.
Yeah,
some awful Batman,
truly
movies.
awful ones. Like George Clooney as Batman. Is that Batman Forever?
That's Batman and Robin.
Oh, that's Batman and Robin. Yeah.
Schwarzenegger is Mr. Freeze.
Oh, that's right. Freeze.
Eyes to see you.
Oh, stop that right now.
Every other sentence in that film is a pun. It's actually insane.
I gotta watch that shit, man. Here the Fresh follows Noah, who meets the alluring Steve at a grocery store, and given her frustration with dating apps, takes a chance and gives him her number. After their first date, Noah is smitten and accepts Steve's invitation to a romantic weekend getaway, only to find that her new paramour has been hiding some unusual appetites.
Oh, that is interesting. Interesting.
Watch it. After 30 minutes, if you don't like it, turn it off.
Okay.
Don't watch it if you're eating.
Oh God. Oh no.
But yeah, I would very much like to watch all the Batman movies. The Batman.
Yeah, the Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's like a couple. Like there's the original. Well, yeah. What do you consider like Adam West?
Adam West. Oh yeah, we'll go back as far where everybody danced.
Apparently, it's very good if you watch it knowing what it is.
The old Batman series with Adam West, I think, is tremendous.
Well, yeah,
it's truly holy hostage, Batman. You know that Robin. He needs to. I don't know what he needs to. Yeah, true. Yeah,
that would be fun to watch those again. I wonder how many episodes there actually is.
It was doing a run a while ago on early mornings on like Channel 4 or somewhere. It was like no, maybe not. It was doing. I forget what channel it was on. It was a strange channel, but we used to watch it at breakfast, me and Dad, and we'd just laugh at it like because it was super strange.
All I remember is the constant cliffhangers. Find out next week. Same bat place, same bat time.
That's it. Yeah.
Same bat time. Same bat
place. I love that stuff.
Everything had a bat in front of it, Chris. The bat mic.
Tell me what else you've been got up to.
Sure. So went to obviously missed the podcast last week because I was over in Wales. In the lovely valleys of Wales.
Yeah.
It was like a little mini holiday. We were over visiting Laura's sister and her mother was over for her birthday, and it was a bit of a trek. It was like because we took the dogs with us because they have dogs, so we were bringing them over and doing a whole big spiel. Mm-hmm. We got the ferry from Belfast to Scotland, and then drove 5.5 hours from Scotland to Wales.
That's a super road trip, though.
It is a good road trip, and it goes over the motorway from Scotland to kind of like down past Liverpool and Manchester, goes over the Yorkshire moors, which is we were driving down. It was lovely and sunny. It was actually a brilliant drive. Then you get towards Manchester, Liverpool, and it takes a like more
urban
industrial turn, and it's kind of like I couldn't be bothered with this.
We have a good podcast coming up about the moors, murders.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
the moors are beautiful in a haunting way.
Yeah, not in this. Yeah, in a haunting way. You imagine standing in the middle of the moors
on a foggy day.
I was gonna say foggy night, midnight, full moon.
It's never good.
You hear a lone wolf. I don't know if there's wolves in the moors.
No, well, there's one. A lone wolf. Yeah, the moors are beautiful.
Yeah.
And Scotland's quite beautiful as well. And Wales is pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
We took a lovely drive through Wales.
Yeah. Excellent. You had a good time.
I had a great time.
I seen some of the food you were eating. It looked good.
Yeah, we had some pizza.
I think cheesy pizza, man.
Bad. I have two tales. A tale of two pizzas for you.
Okay.
So before we went to Wales, I don't know if I mentioned this in the podcast or not, but I don't think I could have because I think it was right before we left for Wales, and I obviously wasn't down here to do it. So there's a place in Belfast called Reggie's stone-baked pizzas, and I was like, I love pizza. Yeah. I love stone-baked pizzas.
Pizza, yeah.
You know, with like crackly crust,
artisan,
yeah, delicious. And I was so pumped for this. We order in, and I go in to pick it up, and they haven't cooked their chips. I'm like, whatever, yeah, they'll throw the chips in a minute. Oh, don't really care. It'll only take me 5 minutes. This was on St. Patrick's Day that we did this, actually.
Okay, yeah.
That's right. So maybe this is why.
Okay. I feel like this story's not gonna be.
I was so happy to try it. Got it home, and it was just undercooked.
The pizza?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like you could see in the dough, like it was completely soggy. Right, there was no firmness to the slice at all.
okay. Didn't hold shape.
Didn't hold its shape, and it was super thin. And even in that super thin slice, you could see like towards where the crust got thicker, like you could see almost raw dough. And I was like, this isn't cooked right. The cheese wasn't fully melted. Like it had melted and spread out the little bits of mozzarella, but they hadn't you hadn't taken on that like brown or anything.
Brown. Oh,
I was so let down, man.
Oh dear.
It was just awful.
Did you eat it?
I think I ate all of it, didn't I? I was just hungry.
That's what I was going to say. When you're hungry, you got to eat it. But you have a right to complain about that.
There was a garlic bread that we got as well. Jesus Christ. It was butter, and then they just got garlic powder and went fucking ham.
No way.
And I was like, this is not pleasant. And then that burnt in the oven.
Have you eaten out of this establishment before?
No, this was the first time. And I was so excited because I was like, this is like
be the last time?
artisan pizza, as you say. I kind of want to try them again just to see was that a one-off.
Because it was St. Patrick's Day, it's busy.
Yeah.
Maybe under pressure.
Maybe.
I don't think that's an excuse though. Good places can do it.
They're still messed up, you know. But they have a high rating, so I'm figuring other people must be getting food than I did.
Can you sit in?
You can.
Maybe you want to try sitting in. Might make a difference.
I don't know, Chris. I don't know if I want to stay there for long.
I don't want to stay.
The guy was so... Oh, he's such a dose, hey. God, no harm. Now, I'm not in a bad way, but he was like, I'm getting them chips for you 2 minutes. And he was kind of talking to me whilst doing other things. But he was like walking away and not looking at me, and I was like, who the fuck is he talking to?
He just wanted company.
Yeah, you know? He didn't seem too bothered, and it kind of was like, he put me at ease in that way.
Good. Well, look at he's working on St. Patrick's Day when not many people were.
Well, yeah, there you go.
They're trying to provide a service.
I don't know if that was Reggie himself.
You should have asked to speak to Reggie.
I need to speak to Reggie right now.
He'll know what it's about.
The other half of this tale though is when we were in Wales, we went to this place called Stonehouse Brewery. They brew beer and cider and stuff like that.
Tremendous.
But they also have a stone-fired pizza.
Of course they do. Because one complements the other.
Yeah. And now that pizza was exquisite. I went pure margarita. I went.
That's how you know. Cheese. That's what you have to do if you want to enjoy the taste of a pizza, or if you want to at least review a pizza. You have to get the original, just cheese, maybe a bit of basil, maybe a bit of oil, whatever you get in a margarita pizza.
Oh, you have a bit of basil, do you?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, yeah,
make it look.
But yeah,
fancy.
Yeah, you're right. Like you get your top, you go ham on the toppings. Like you're gonna be tasting mainly toppings.
But yeah, exactly. You're gonna be tasting ham. What if that ham's different than a different? You know, it's like if you get coffee, you should just get a black coffee. If you want to compare,
it's too many variables.
Exactly, too many variables. That's it.
But yeah, this pizza was delicious. This was amazing pizza. I was very happy with it. I gave Laura a slice. She was like, "It's all right. It's not great." I'm like, "No, you're wrong. It's amazing."
What was the matter with Laura?
I don't know.
Was she sick?
Maybe. No, well, I don't know. But we do have slightly different tastes in pizza.
What would she be more
undercooked?
Oh,
and I would go closer to getting it burnt. I'd get a bit of brownage on top.
I like a bit of brownage on top. Yeah. Absolutely, bit of brownage on top, firm but still will fold. You know, a slice.
Important.
Yeah, absolutely, and a decent crust.
That's why I don't think Reggie's annoyed her as much, because it was slightly undercooked.
Mm-hmm.
It was undercooked, not slightly undercooked. It was undercooked, and that kind of suits her a bit more. So,
are you both? Do you both enjoy toppings or plain, or where are we going with this? Barbecue, not barbecue.
Barbecue for her, no barbecue for me.
Damn right.
Yeah. So that our half and halves are fucking abominations.
There's always those two slices where the sauce will mix.
Disgusting.
So realistically, you're probably only getting about 2 or 3 slices that are pure golden.
Yeah. No.
And to be fair, the barbecue always outpowers the margarita.
Oh, massively.
So I feel if you do. Just buy 2 pizzas.
That's been the solution lately, of course. Yeah, man, that was kind of our big trip. That was lovely to get away.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah,
and had some nice food over there. The pizza, and we had
super.
A barbecue place we went to as well.
Very nice.
Yeah, we're just enjoying the sunny, good weather.
We've had such good weather lately, and long may it continue.
Spring has
for
sprung,
another couple of days. Yeah, I think that this is March going out like a lamb.
I don't know. I think it came in like a lamb.
It did.
It's in like a lamb, out like a lamb.
Yeah, somewhere towards the middle, it gave a little meow.
Bit of a lion there.
Maybe, you know. No, I get that. Yeah, I finally tried the McDonald's Beyond.
This is the Beyond Burger.
Yeah, the Beyond Mac. What's it called? The McPlant.
Any good?
Yeah. Yeah. But we both said that we believe that we make better burgers at home.
Oh, well then. Well, look, I think that's true of most McDonald's meals.
Yeah. Well, true.
Yeah.
But I think it was just the fact that when we make a burger at home, it's normally quite a substantial burger.
Yeah.
It's quite like whereas you know yourself, a McDonald's patty is 2 bites and she's done.
Yeah, why?
You know,
You could fold it in half.
like I could probably put away 3 or 4 McPlants, and then I'd be like, "Oh, let's move on to the fries." But instead, I had to substantiate with fries.
Because the McPlant was so bare.
Yeah, so bare, exactly.
That saddens me.
Yeah,
Chris.
you know,
But
it's a cross we almost bear, dude. You know,
in general, McDonald's, I'm just going to be the one to say it, isn't that good.
yeah, like yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I said to Laura the other day, about a week before we went to Wales, and I was like, I fancy McDonald's tonight, which is rare for me.
Yeah.
So we went and got one, and it didn't hit the spot at all.
No,
Missed the mark by a mile.
what'd you get?
By a country mile.
Doubles,
I got
triples, quarters,
what did I get?
singles.
Oh no, I went for a McChicken Legend meal because I hadn't had that in a while. But I also got the little cheeseburger on the side and the McChicken and McNuggets.
You have to.
And the McChicken nuggets were fucking awful.
Oh.
And the double cheeseburger was like, 2 bites and you're done.
Yeah.
McChicken Legend meal was alright.
It was okay.
Yeah, the lettuce was bad though.
Yeah. That's a shame, dude.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
I know. I felt that down.
We're traveling now in 2 weeks' time to London for a couple of days, D.
London's calling, Chris.
And I know there's a couple of good vegan restaurants out there, so I'll give my review on those after our next podcast. That'll be nice.
Definitely have loads of options there.
Yeah, quite a few options. But haven't had anything else really noteworthy. I think still pretty much recovering from the COVID. So the appetite's just not really.
Was the taste back? You got the taste. You never.
Yeah,
lost
I think
the taste.
the taste was blocked.
Aye,
Not
okay.
lost, but blocked.
What's
I
back?
had a nice Thai last night, actually. Nice Thai, yeah. It was quite good. Mai Thai in Armagh.
We went to
Tremendous.
we went down the road to the Orient.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, last night.
Fake Normans?
Yeah, it's just no longer Normans.
Yeah.
I can't call it Normans.
No,
because
the
it's-
Orient. You should call it the Orient though,
I did
because
call
people
it.
would be like, "Jesus, where's that?"
Where's that? Yeah,
Why? How did you find
sounds
it?
so exotic.
How did you find your meal?
Pretty nice. I forgot our curry chip, but
Oh, jeez.
ridiculous.
I genuinely don't
It's
think
pretty nice.
this is such a first world issue, but I don't think there's much worse than, especially if you have to drive to get food. You get home and you realize there's food missing.
Yeah, and yeah, it's the worst thing ever.
We once had this issue with Chinese that I can't recommend enough, Golden Bamboo in Rich Hill. Now it's a bit of a jaunt, so worth it. We ordered our food, got home. It was the furthest thing from what we ordered. It was somebody else's. I can't even begin to.
Furthest
I think
thing.
we ordered like salted chili gravy chips and maybe some vegetable chow mein and something like that. We got home. We had 2 portions of beef sweet and sour with fried rice and prawn crackers, and was like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's so hard with Chinese and like chippies as well to check your order.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
it's
all
all
wrapped up. Yeah,
It's such a pain, so you just generally don't do it. At least McDonald's or KFC, if you go through the drive-thru or something, you see there's the burger, there's the chips, there's the box with the other thing or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know. They need to label the food. Get on it,
It's not a
guys.
bad idea. Have you been to the drive-through Chinese in Belfast?
No, where is that?
Don't know, but there's a drive-through Belfast in Chinese.
We should definitely Chinese that, try it out.
Apparently, it's tremendous.
Oh, well, there you go.
Decent big portions. Drive-through.
We have to hit that tonight, Chris.
There you go. Look at me putting ideas in your head.
I know.
I'll find out. I'll find out where it is for you.
Yeah, that's that. I like the idea of that. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that idea.
There's a new Mexican restaurant open on the Lisburn Road.
You know more, but I live there. I live much nearer than you do.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'll tell you all these new places.
Well, that's it. I'd like to. It's just 3 letters. Is it like Sha?
No, that's the name of the place. Just 3 letters. That's on the signpost.
Yeah, 3 letters. No, it's a new Mexican place. Apparently, it's doing quite well.
Well, I'd like that as an alternative to Boojum.
I like Mexican food.
I love Mexican food.
Next time I'm up, we should get some Mexican food.
We should.
That'd be great.
We should.
Yeah.
Are you talking about you and Colleen?
No, we should.
Even if
Jesus.
you and Colleen come up, me and you,
me and you
should still go up separately.
We let them go and do their
Yes,
thing, and
and
we will
we'll
go
get-
for Mexican
we'll get
food.
Mexican food.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, that'd be good. I haven't had a good Mexican dish in a long time.
Yeah, I've had it like last week.
Okay.
No, 2 weeks ago, which is a long time for me.
Do you know what I'd like to do again? I'd like to go bowling.
Yes.
I've been watching some pro bowling online.
Do you fancy yourself? You have a chance? I've been studying technique.
I'm not saying that I'm gonna bowl a perfect game.
Not straight away.
Not straight away.
Maybe a week or 2.
No, I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I started watching. Just got down a rabbit hole on YouTube as it goes, and I ended up watching like the Pro Bowling League like 3 or 4 nights in a row. Dude.
Dude.
And now I'm ready to go bowling.
Did you ever watch the video of that pro bowler? And it's like, it's brilliant. There's someone in like, what makes it better is I think it was a kid. There was someone in the stands that was like annoying and moving or something.
I know who you're talking about. And he calls him out.
Yeah,
he calls
he's
him
like,
out.
Cut it out, blah, blah, blah. And then he finally goes and he bowls and he gets the strike and he shouts at the person.
Shouts at him, yeah.
But he says so on sales, he's like, why do you think who you are? I am.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah,
Your guy's completely livid.
He's way off. Like.
And it's like this wee kid going like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah, I've seen that. All right.
That's my favorite clip.
I get into a lot of those actually, but yeah, I'd like to go bowling. We should go bowling and get Mexican food.
Yeah, because the Odyssey Bowl is opening up again, I think.
Super.
Yeah.
Do they also do Mexican food?
No.
Okay.
There's Mexican food nearby.
You throw a stone in Belfast, you'll hit something Mexican.
That's it, yeah.
You know?
That's it. Yeah. What about yourself? Was there?
There's not a whole. No.
You're recovering from COVID. Yeah.
Recovering from COVID. Just got back into a week of work, and that was literally it. Like there's been nothing else to add to that. I got the stuff moved into the little studio room here during the week, and that was it. I've just been doing a lot of reading lately. Bought a lot more books. Really into reading.
You buy books?
I do buy books.
You not go to the library?
No. I don't want to borrow books. I want to own books. I want my walls to be covered in books.
Yeah, I suppose. It's for the aesthetic.
It's for the aesthetic, yeah.
I want to go to the library again.
Do you?
Yeah, I haven't been to the library in years.
You're not missing much. Libraries nowadays, well, especially around here, are shite.
For want of a better word,
yeah.
Well, there's a really big library in Lisburn that I drive by a lot, and I'm like, I must go in there and see what that's like.
Honestly, for the price of your library, you could probably like I buy all my books pre-owned, secondhand, where possible. Like give them a second home, and you get them for pence, dude.
Give them a second home.
I bought a book the other day for a penny.
Where?
With $1.99 delivery.
So £2.
But the book itself was a penny. So let's not get around the fact that the book was 1p.
Yeah.
That's where they get you.
That is where they get you.
I was like, I
thought you would go into like bookstores. They're not even a thing anymore. Really.
There's one in Belfast.
Like a used bookstore?
Yep. There's one in Belfast. Again, they used me telling you about your home.
Look, Chris, I don't get out much.
This is what
I'm
we're
going
gonna
to go to the library.
No, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna come to Belfast
for cheaper than a penny.
We're gonna go to the bookstore.
Right.
Then we're gonna go get Mexican food. Then we're gonna bowl a perfect game.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna podcast.
Perfect.
There you go.
That's perfect. That's perfect Sunday.
My perfect Sunday.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There you go.
That sounds great.
Gotta buy a book.
Yeah, buy a book. I'm gonna buy a book.
No, I'm gonna do.
I'm the big bumper book of bowling.
That's a book. That is a real book, isn't it?
Probably is. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna browse in the bookstore and then I'm gonna go borrow those things in the library later.
Why not own them?
I'm
though?
cheap as fuck. That's why.
I know, but you could probably pay. You probably pay like a quid and you get like 4 or 5 books. Like
no, I would buy them, but I wouldn't buy them if you were there.
Why?
Despite you.
Despite me, yeah, of course.
Just for that purpose alone.
Yeah.
No, because I would like to get more books, but every time I see a book and I'm like, that's like £10, I'm probably not going to read that. It's like, just borrow from the library, no guilt.
I haven't even done any gaming this week, D, and I've been meaning to get back into Elden Ring, and I'm struggling. But I know it's always going to be there, so it's fine.
It's not going anywhere.
I've been watching speedrunners complete the game in 20 minutes,
which
has upset me. But they nerfed it a whole pile, so I don't think that can actually be done anymore.
Yeah, they've removed all the glitch or the. What do they call it? The cheeses?
The cheeses, yeah. I like the cheeses personally.
Yeah, sometimes you need a little cheese.
I needed the cheese, yeah. I like the cheese.
Halo Infinite Legendary Champion, you could cheese super hard. Because it's like, it gives you... basically, it goes open world, and at that point, you can skip across the map using the glitch to get to the final level. Yeah.
Sick.
So people were like finishing it in half an hour as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Like someone's always gonna find a way.
What have I been playing? I haven't. I played a bit of Halo actually multiplayer, and that's actually it. I haven't went back to Cyberpunk since last week, and I'm not feeling it.
Because you're done with Cyberpunk. That's it, and it's fine.
I'm not done with Cyberpunk.
No, you are. You just don't know it.
I'm done with. Like Horizon Zero Dawn. I downloaded it on the PlayStation, and I'm not going to that.
But
either.
It's there, yeah. I'm more interested in trying to get stuck into a bit of Mario Kart.
Well, you have to get ready for these 48 new tracks.
Yeah, I know.
So you do.
I'm hearing very mixed things about them too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
that they're just okay.
Ew.
Coconut Mile looks super strange. I don't know if I like it.
I don't like change.
But look,
I see some modder has created Bloodborne Kart.
I seen. Did you watch it?
I haven't watched it.
Oh
I've just
fuck!
seen
It's
it.
so funny, man. It's super. Like it shouldn't go. It shouldn't work, but it does.
Does work?
Yeah, and they did it using the old PlayStation, like the Bloodborne on PS. It's like Bloodborne PS. Yeah, DMake. That's it. The DMake. Yeah. That's right.
That's great.
Yeah, so that's it. What's your plans for Mothering Sunday? What are you doing today? What are you gonna do?
We'll go. We went down to the house last night. Actually,
Very nice. Got some Chinese.
Got some Chinese. So I don't know. We'll probably just hang about today. We kind of did all the Mothering Sunday stuff yesterday.
On a Saturday?
Mothering Saturday
Jeepers.
/ Sunday night. So
True. Good point.
carried over, so it counts.
Good point.
Yeah, that's it.
I meant to ask you, what beer did you get in the brewery in Wales? I know we're jumping way back there.
I had a cider.
This is how our podcasts go, by the way.
I had a cider. I forget what it was called. It was very sweet, tart.
I'm not a fan of cider at all.
Yeah, well, I
think I drank too much cider when I was younger. I just never liked it.
It's too sweet now.
I moved on to beer very quickly when we were drinking when we were younger. I would have drank
Mature, did you?
Coors.
Coors?
No, I can't even drink Coors here in the UK.
Canadian Molsons. Why not?
They use fish scales in there.
Why?
I know.
Why the fuck?
Yeah.
Can you drink Canadian Molsons?
I can.
Oh, there you go.
I like Canadian Molson.
Yeah.
Why Heineken is my bottle of choice.
That's a bad bottle.
I love Heineken, dude.
Well, you love the wrong thing.
I also like trying craft beers, but people who say they enjoy craft beers are liars because they taste.
We went to a beer craft.
Not great.
A craft beer festival in Belfast one time.
Was that nice?
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
The best craft beers were the ones that were produced by large
brewers.
production.
Yeah,
not
brewers.
AKA
Yeah.
not that craft beers.
Yeah.
Not that crafty craft beers.
But I'd like a whiskey.
Yeah. Oh, I want to get. I was telling this to Mummy last night. I want to get a fucking big decanter and get a really expensive. Well, not really expensive, like a couple £100 bottle of whiskey. Put it in it.
Yep.
And never drink it.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
You drink whiskey. You would from time to time. You might
very occasionally.
I'll get you a nice whiskey. Okay,
what do you got? What would be your recommendation today?
Today, Buffalo Trace. It's a bourbon. Remember I had it down in your house before.
I like bourbon.
You'll like this.
Will I?
I think. Yeah, I think.
Maybe.
Aside from that, what a whiskey here? Maybe like.
Yeah. What's your best Irish whiskey?
Black Bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like
Black
Bushmills. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite good. Or maybe it's a Scottish. Lafroy. Although it's very peaty, very smoky, like you have to like that kind of.
I don't know whether you like that or not. I haven't tried it. Not that I.
It's super smoky,
but I really want to try those. Those are those Islay.
Yeah.
Or Isleys.
Yeah.
Scotches. Yeah.
Tam na Bhúlan as well is quite good. Lagavulin is a good expensive whiskey. You can get that and put it into your.
I'll do that. I might do that.
Maybe you have about £70 a bottle for that stuff, like. But in a decanter, it looks sick.
Oh, look,
that's
amazing.
all that matters.
Oh no, I want to pay like £120 or something and more.
Yeah,
just to say I spent that amount of money.
That, yeah,
but you can't
see that bottle there, £120.
You can't have it.
£120 that bottle.
You can't have it. I'll never drink it.
No,
I'll never drink a sip.
Nope,
because it's too expensive.
I will. I'll come down. I'll drink it. And then we'll go bowling. We'll go bowling on the whiskey. Oh, boys.
We'll be bowling then, boys.
Yeah, we'll beer bar it. We'll just bowl a load of gutter balls with the Lagavulin in it.
Oh yeah, beer bar. I didn't know what you're talking about there for a second. Yeah, we'll send it all the way down to. God, I don't know where would we go into? Larne.
Yeah, Larne docks.
Yeah, and then they'll ship that on over.
Yeah. Because Scotland can't get that whiskey.
No, they can't get their own whiskey.
They can't get their own whiskey. It's just up in the Highlands.
Because Brexit or something.
Yeah, God knows in this ridiculous country. See the Republic of Ireland drew 2-2 with Belgium last night?
I seen the score updates on my phone. I didn't see any of the match.
I said we watched it. It was on the background. We were watching the F1, but I seen it on the background.
Good for them. Good for them. That was a friendly though, wasn't it?
It was a friendly, yeah, because
we're not.
They're too shit.
See, Italy did not qualify.
No, by North Macedonia, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good goal as well, man.
Yeah, I seen the goal. Yeah.
That's it. We watched sport.
Yeah,
we watched sport.
Rugby was on.
The Masters is coming now in like a week or two.
I haven't watched the Masters. I haven't watched the Masters since my first year working frustrated. So that's 2016.
Did you not watch it when Tiger made the comeback? No.
I'm thinking of. I was talking about the snooker Masters.
Oh, the snookers. I thought you meant the golf.
I completely misread the situation.
Oh, the golf Masters or the snooker Masters is in April as well, or is it the World?
I have a fucking clue. I just remember that's the last time I watched snooker.
Oh yeah.
It is the Masters of snooker as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Yeah, Masters.
Golf. I don't watch golf, Chris. You know that. I don't know why you brought that up.
Well, I'm just saying.
You know I watch snooker and I don't watch golf. So you said the Masters. I don't know what you expect me to
I'll be
think.
watching it. The match is a big thing in my household at home. Big fucking thing. Thursday through Sunday we lock down. The match is on TV. You be quiet and you watch.
You watch that, boy.
We eat a lot of snacks.
Tiger made a comeback, did he?
Remember the year he made like the greatest comeback in sport?
I don't remember that, Chris, because I don't watch golf.
Dude, we talked about it in this podcast.
Did we?
Tiger Woods is good. It's the greatest comeback in sport ever made. Tiger Woods down and out. Nobody wanted to hear about Tiger Woods no more.
The greatest comeback in sports.
In sports history.
In all
ever.
sports.
In all sports ever. This will go down. We're talking about a man who went through all that personal shit and cheating on his wife and found out, and he went from top dog to right at the very fucking bottom. Nobody said. Everybody wrote him out. Everybody going into the Masters. Nobody wanted Tiger Woods. What did Tiger Woods do that year? He just did the Tiger thing. Sat middle of the field. Started to creep up into Saturday. Made the cut Friday. Started to creep up Saturday. Sunday, the Tiger Chargers on. He was wearing the red shirt.
That's it.
He did it.
The Ron Swanson just had
the
sex
Masters.
shirt.
Like 10 or 12 years after he last won the Masters. Or maybe 20 years, God knows. After 20 years maybe. It was sick.
Good for him.
And then he crashed his car, broke both his legs.
Oh, I heard about that.
So now he's not playing this.
He's not playing any more golf.
No.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Good
great for him.
I like Phil Mickelson.
He's not playing this year either.
Is he?
No, Big Phil's out.
Why?
I don't know. Something to do with
Put it back.
something. Right, it could be a back.
That was back with golfers.
It is, yeah. It is. God knows. But yeah, it's
And bowlers.
bowling. You got bowlers back?
The bowling masters are on in May.
Genuinely, dude, I think bowling's a good sport to watch.
It is.
It's quick.
It's entertaining.
You know? Yeah. I literally watch any sport. Like, I like sport.
Whenever all the lockdowns happen, I remember someone put up on Reddit, it was like just marbles that they'd put on like a big course.
Yes,
different
race
colours, and they'd race them.
Yeah. People used to bet on that shit.
I'm sure they would.
Yeah, it's the wee green one. It's the wee green one's going to win. 600 on the green.
People bet on virtual dog racing, Chris. People will bet on anything.
I know. Virtual dog racing. The dog's not real, so how can anyone win?
Yeah. It's like, it's all predetermined. Or it's all random. I don't know.
Fries my head.
Anywho,
I don't think I have too much more to add.
I think that's a podcast.
I think that's about a podcast. This is how people do podcasts, right?
Yeah, talk shit for upwards of an hour. What is it?
An hour 26.
Holy shit, that's longer than the first podcast we did.
The actual topic. Yeah. But there's a lot of good stuff to get in there. You get into it. You decide what's worthy to listen to and what's not. And we will say this before we go. Thank you for tuning in. And if you want to, you can find the video versions of most of our podcasts over on youtube.com/emptypromisepodcast. We also have some Let's Plays and other little videos that we've made over the years. If you want, you can take the podcast with you on the go. Use any podcast hosting service. Just search for Empty Promise Podcast. And if you're listening to us somewhere where you can give us a thumbs up or a rating or a like or whatever, please do so. It helps us out tremendously. You can always get in contact with us through our Instagram, our Twitter, or through our email, which is
emptypromisepodcast@gmail.com.
For any questions, queries, and sometimes we answer your questions on the show, or if you have a topic idea for us, I'd love to hear that too. We have a few big topics that have come from listeners that we'll hit over the forthcoming weeks. But thank you, Dee, for being here on Mothering Sunday. Thank you, everybody who has listened to this, and we will see you in episode 131 coming when you listen to this coming next week. So we'll see you all then, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Goodbye and God bless.
Bye-bye. I didn't.
You forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to.
Fucking hell. We're going for 3, baby.